Hello everyone, Jackson here. Today I'm going to be presenting to you the next installation in my Gemini home entertainment reaction and analysis. In today's video, I will have a segment for my raw reaction, followed by my analysis, and then of course my conclusion. I may cover some things that are already common knowledge in the Gemini home entertainment community. I won't know a lot of it. This is all first-time reaction and analysis for me. All first-time information for me. Now you can go look to the description down below, and you'll be able to find timestamps for my reaction and my analysis, as well as an outro timestamp just in case you want to see any kind of messages I may have at the end. Now, without further ado, please join as I perform my reaction and analysis of Gemini Home Entertainment. Alright, hello everyone. It's time for another reaction. This time it's going to be over Sleep Image Visualizer. This portion of the video is going to be my reaction portion. If you want, as always, feel free to skip to the next timestamp in the description to my analysis portion. Anyways, let's just get straight into it. I will not be pausing this time unless I feel it is fitting to do so. Alright, I don't know if you heard it over me talking, but the typical down 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 had a wobbly, wonky sound to it, like it was being distorted. Harbinge. Good guys. Okay. So this one is going to be designed to help against the iris. I don't know how. I don't know how sleep would fix it. Probably something for a later video that is on the channel. Right. Alright, so yeah, this looks like it's designed to actually look at your dreams, or whatever's going on in your head as you're asleep. Should probably have my notepad with me, so I'm able to hastily scribble down some stuff. So far it's just a typical, like, home computer program. Alright, so this is a Levi Jacobs, and it lasted 6 minutes. It's just like a man peering around a doorway. Ew. Alright, so this, yeah, it's supposed to show your dreams. Yeah, good night, even though for me it is noon. Okay, time for the second person. Adrian Gordon. Okay. And this one lasted for 4 minutes. So Adrian's was backwards speaking, from what it sounds like, in a planetarium type dome thing. So. Oh, Jack. Okay, so it's Jack Dean, and it lasted for like 3 days. Oh my god. Okay, that's some lore there. That is some lore there. Dreams cannot tell the future. All right, whatever you say. Just Fallon. It has no end date. More lore. All right, so this looks like it's the end of the video. Yeah. All right. So now we're on to my analysis portion. I apologize if any of this stuff is already common knowledge in the Gemini community, but I'm not a seasoned member of the community. This is my first time seeing any of this, so I apologize if this is common. So, the sleep image visualizer is presented by Harbinge Technology, which, from what we've seen in the past, Harbinge tries to prevent the iris's influence. The sleep image visualizer is designed to, well, visualize what is in your unconscious mind during sleep. I am not sure how this helps, but it'll probably be revealed in a later episode. Levi Jacobs was the first person that we see falling victim to whatever that nightmare was. It lasted a total of 6 minutes, which means he was probably asleep for only 6 minutes. It was of a man peering around a doorway. Not just any man, but like a weird mannequin type face, not an actual like person. The second person we see listed is Adrian Gordon. Their image lasted for a total of 4 minutes. Now, that's another mind-boggling thing. He must have only been asleep for 4 minutes. And it was of backwards dialogue, backwards speaking in a planetarium. I will need to go and look into this and try to like play the dialogue in reverse, see if it says anything that I can decipher. That and if that's a thing, then I'll put it in a series synopsis video that I'm already planning on making and working up some script and research for. Now, the third person we see is a man by the name of Jack Dean. Now, two things that contribute to what I'm about to say. Jack Dean is Jack Wilder from the Wilderness Survival Guide. This is already common knowledge in the Gemini community, but for those who want to see me piecing the puzzle together, I already know that too. I know that for a couple reasons. For one, I went onto the community tab of the Gemini channel, as was recommended by a frequent commenter of mine. And when I looked on there, I saw a document that had the name Jack Wilder Dean, which means that Jack Wilder and Jack Dean are the same name, or are the same person. Now, Jack's lasted for 3 days, which means if Jack is, a warrior against the iris that I like to view him as, whatever the iris is doing to these people is making it so they sleep less. Jack lasted for 3 days. However, his dream was interesting for a multitude of reasons. His dream was of a man in a suit standing at the foot of his bed. After a little bit, the man sits down, showing one of those mannequin faces that was seen in Levi Jacobs' dream. And then, after a little bit, we hear knocking at a door. All that together, if you viewed this episode as, its own individual thing, wouldn't be all that significant. However, because we have seen the Moonlight Acres promotion video, we know it's pretty significant. We see a man in a suit, similar to the ones that were seen back in the 30s, who approached the camp counselor, camp leader guy, and made a deal with him, standing at the foot of his bed, who sits down, and shortly after, we hear a knocking at the door, similar to the knocking at the door that we are told not to answer in the Moonlight video. I am so curious to see what Jack's connection to Moonlight Acres is. I'm wondering if Mary will be expanded upon too. That is something that would be really interesting to see. Seeing how they're connected to the camp and seeing how Mary eventually gets tied in. Because Mary is still someone I am looking out for quite a bit. I'm looking to see what happens with her because she was a pivotal character in the artificial computer learning video, which goes and says that Jack managed to evade this thing while Mary fell to it and possibly became one of it. This is going to be really interesting. I'm excited to see what all comes to be. Following Jack's dream, we are met with one last dream. I didn't have time to jot down the name, so I'm going to need to go back. The name Joseph Allen. Now, Joseph Allen's dream is also pretty interesting. It shows a sunrise or sunset. I forget which. I think it's a sunrise. And coming over and eclipsing the sun is this massive shadow that can only be assumed to be the iris coming to Earth to further its corruption and do whatever one might assume something known as the hungry eye would do. I can't put too much together until later on in the series after I've seen more videos that cover more bits of the Gemini lore. But for the time being, the hungry eye, the iris, is trying to get to Earth. And Joseph Allen has seen it in his dream. Interestingly enough, this was followed by the phrase, dreams do not predict the future, or cannot tell the future. So I'm wondering what significance this has in terms of the motivations of different people. I'm wondering if Harbinge just doesn't know that some of these dreams tell the future, or if Harbinge does know, but they're trying to convince people that it's fine, we're all fine, you're gonna be fine, we can handle this. I don't know what it's all gonna be, but I'm assuming that because that image follows this phrase, it means that some dreams do tell the future. Anyways, that's enough of my long-winded, repetitive, redundant analysis, and I will now put you over to my conclusion. Thank you so much for checking out these portions of my video with my live reaction and analysis. And I'm excited to see you coming back to see more of me. Anyways, I'll have producer Jackson take it away. Alright, and that is it for my reaction and analysis. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, as it all really helps the channel and it makes me feel better knowing that people appreciate the content. Not to mention, the channel is constantly changing. I mean, look at this video, for instance, compared to my past video. I tried a slightly different format to see what works. Now, if you like what you see, and you're sure you want to see more, then please feel free to check out my other videos on this series. Now, I believe that this is about it. Look forward to, once I'm through with this series, a final synopsis over the entire series. It'll be a long video, and it will cover the entire story that I know of, as well as the community at large, from the beginning of the Gemini timeline to the end. It's a little bit out, but you can look forward to that whenever it comes along. And that's it for today's video.